Hey, welcome to round two.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Hit it.
Brought to you by Matheson Mini Helmets. Matheson Mini Helmets. Free helmet mock ups. No minimum requirements. They have stripes, pride stickers, numbers, and chrome decals available. Customized memorabilia for you and your community. Reach them by phone at 816-642-8817 or on Twitter at MMHelmets. Mathewson Mini Helmets. For all things mini helmet.
Hey, welcome to week two, second round of the playoffs. Joined tonight by Benton Burge, Chris Napier, as always. We've had some real good games the first week of the season, three upsets. Got a feeling we might see some more this Friday night. We're going to run through the schedule and we'll give you our 2 cents for what it's worth. We'll start with Class A Division Two. We have Manchester going to Bowden in a rematch of Week One. Bowden is a 20-point favorite at home.
I like Bowden in this game. I think Bowden keeps rolling. Looking forward to headed toward the third round.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bowden. I know that first game they played was pretty close. I think Bowden's gotten better throughout the season.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like I said, I think the first game it was 14-14 first half and ended up being 29-14. I like Bowden probably closer than the 20. It's hard to beat a team twice in the same season.
Yep.
Christian Heritage Lions, man, went on the road last week. Eli Thomason had over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. They board the buses again Friday night. What'd you say? 240 miles down to Johnson County.
Yeah, it's right around there. 240, 250 miles, man, and I know that takes its toll.
And Johnson County undefeated on the year, ranked number 4. The Lions are only an 8-point underdog.
Long trip, undefeated team, tough. I do like Christian Heritage though. I'll take Johnson County in a close one.
I'm going to have to go with the home of Herschel Walker, Johnson County.
Man, I just talked myself into it. Ben, go ahead and hit that button for me.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go ahead and get mine right off the
Oh,
top. Upset pick of the week.
Look at that.
Yeah, I saw a little birdie
That'll
on.
make some comments.
I saw a little birdie on Twitter this week. Gus Gamage, his dad, said if Gus was on the show that he would hit the button. So I'm gonna hit the button for him.
There you go.
go Lions.
Go Lions. Class A Division One. Speaking of Darlington, Mount Pisgah at Darlington. Darlington is a 14.5-point favorite.
I think Darlington, just in its entirety, has too much line of scrimmage, skill players. They just kind of consume you a little bit. I think maybe close for a while, but Darlington pulls away.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Darlington. You just got to stop that aerial attack from Mount Pisgah because they can sling it around the field.
Yeah, I think Darlington gets it done this Friday. I don't want to look too far ahead, but they got Irwin County on the horizon. That'll be a great round 3 game. Darlington, I'll take Darlington in the 14.5. Speaking of Irwin, Heard County, Charles's boys, heading over to Osceola, 32-point underdogs for the Braves.
Mm. Ooh-wee. That's a tough one there, boss.
Hit that button. Hit that button, man.
No, I don't think so. I hate to pick against Charles Bunch, but I don't think they're going to be able to win this one. Unfortunately.
Yep. I'm sorry, Charles. I can't pick y'all this night. Even though I like the Braves, I followed them all season. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think the Braves are young. I think they'll hang with them maybe a quarter or so. But that Irwin County's team is so fundamentally strong. Um, Looking forward to see how they do against Darlington in a couple of weeks, man. It's gonna be awesome.
I wish it was at Darlington.
Yeah, that'd be easier. Irwin's a contender every year.
Edward Chastain says, "Good luck to the remaining teams in the area in the playoffs. My Haralson County Rebels didn't make it this year. We'll be back next year. But man, there's a lot of great football to watch Friday and Saturday. Keep doing what you guys do."
A lot of good football in this area.
The other Division One team, Tryon Bulldogs, man, beat Commerce last Friday night. Heading over to St. Francis, right off Interstate 400 up there, Windward Parkway. Only an 8-point underdog.
Yeah, and I'll if you hadn't seen it already, they posted that they will not be able to do the local feed because of the NFHS. So if you want to watch that game live and you're not going to be there, you'll have to sign up for the whatever, the NFHS network. I think that's kind of sad because they've been doing it all year long. They've even paid their Floyd County's ridiculous bill for $500 a couple times, and I don't see why the home team, just because the home team has an NFHS account, I don't understand why they get. Anyway, I won't go there, I guess. But I'll take the home team. I think Tryon is going to be right there, but I just think the passing attack down there is going to be just a little too much for them.
Yep, St. Francis.
Yeah, I got to looking at some of the results of St. Francis. They just beat the team that beat North Murray last Friday night, and you saw how good that team was.
Yep.
And St. Francis beat them by a couple of scores, and like I said, I think trying to come out fighting, you know they're going to play tough, man. But yeah, I think the home team wins. Tia says she's late again, but hey, we all picked Bowden. You didn't miss anything.
Yep.
7AA, man. A couple of teams still remaining in 7AA. One surprise and one not. Rockmart hosting North Cobb Christian. Rockmart 21-point favorites.
Yeah, I like that. I like the spread there. I think I'll take Rockmart by 21.
I'm going to take Rockmart by more. North Cobb Christian, I think they played a couple games close where Rockmart won in a blowout. So I'm going to stick with the Yellow Jackets there.
Yeah, I'll go with Rockmart. I mean, if they play a clean game, I think they win by a lot more than 21. Tim Towle, man, our buddy Tim Towle and his fellas, Fannin County upset Athens Academy last Friday night, heading down to Columbus, taking on Callaway. Fannon's only a 6-point underdog.
You know, I kind of went back and forth over this game, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Fannon's ability to slow down speed and everything. They really slowed down Rockmart, and I don't know if this team's as good as Rockmart is. So I'm not going to use my upset pick because I have another, but I am going to go with Fannin though, and in my mind, I think Fannon's going to win the game in a close one. I'm going to go with Fannin, but not my upset pick of the week because I have another.
That's a long trip, so that's going to be tough. So I'm going to go with Callaway here.
Yeah, I heard from Charles this week, man. He said he's seen Callaway play twice this week, once against Hurd and once against Eagles Landing. He said if they play they did against Hurd, Fannin will win. But if Callaway plays like they did against Eagles Landing, Callaway will win. So it's tough, man. I'm gonna go Fannin, man. I just have a feeling Fannin's gonna pull it out. Tia says that
you got to overcome that bus trip.
Yeah, Tia says she hates the fact that she'll have to travel next week, but she's claiming a win. 6 AAA, man. We have one team remaining in AAA. Region champ, Adairsville Tigers, hosting Oconee County. Number 4, Oconee. Coney's a 10-point favorite on the road.
Yeah. I think the local 6 AAA teams are going to be out of it after this week. I like Oconee County to beat Adairsville this week.
Hit the button. Hit the button, and let me tell you why. I picked Adairsville last season to beat Oconee County. They came up just short. I think they can get it done. I think Ethan Bloom and Chris Roper are going to run wild like Hulkamania. I think they got this.
Like Hulkamania.
Yes, sir.
Brother.
I'm gonna pick Oconee County, and I hope it gives inspiration to Adairsville. I hope they get mad and they come back on here Friday night and tell me I told you so.
Yeah.
Because I'm pulling for them 100%, but I think Oconee's a tough team, at home or away.
Yep.
4A, 7-4A, Cedartown Bulldogs hosting Stevenson, 25-point favorites over the number 11 team in the state.
I was fitting to say, if you're almost a 4-touchdown favorite over Stevenson, you're getting something done. So I'm going to say Cedartown wins this game.
Yep, I'm going Cedartown. They just be careful, guys, because you're number one, and if you're a team and you're not number one, your goal is to beat the number one.
Yep.
So everybody's going to be coming for you. Just don't let those penalties and turnovers get to you. And just stay the course. You got it.
Yeah, we know for sure that Cedartown will be on the road next week, but more than likely, I mean, this has the potential to be the last home game for Cedartown this year, depending on how the coin flip goes next week. I think they'll come out and play hard, put the hammer down, jump out early. Got a lot of people over here saying "Go Dogs."
Mm-hmm.
Cedartown people in the house, man, they're ready.
Yes, they are.
I think Cedartown covers at 25. One of our surprise teams in the second round, Central Lions, man, great season for Darius Smiley, Coach Smiley and the boys, making a tough trip to Atlanta to take on Holy Innocents. I think they're only a 10-point underdog.
You have it at 8
or 14, 8, yeah, 8. Yeah, I was just trying to remember off the top of my head, but
boom!
Oh.
I'm going to take the Central Lions to go down there and beat Holy Innocents. I think, we've talked about them all year, and I didn't give them enough credit in the beginning of the year. They won last week. I think they got enough to get it done. I think they get it done this week. Upset special.
I've liked the season they've had, but I'm gonna go Holy Innocents here.
Yeah, Jake Keller agrees with you, Benton. He said Central Lions, man, upset pick of the week. So he's hitting the button on that one. I agree with what Chris said there.
There you go, Jake.
Yeah. That's Jake's upset pick of the week. I agree with everything Chris said, man. The Lions have played well this year. I'd love to see them go down there and win, but, it's tough to beat private schools in Atlanta. I'm going to go Holy Innocents. Moving on to 7-5A, man, the sweep last week for 7-5A. Shocked a lot of people, probably most people in the state. Cass is at Mays. I can't remember the spread. What was it? 8? 10?
6.
You got how much?
6 is what I'm looking at.
6.
Mays
6-point underdog on the road at Mays.
Yeah, I think it was a big win last week. I think Mays gets it done this week. Unfortunately, I like Mays in this one, and a close one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mays as well. It's going to be a tough team to take on right there for Cass.
Yeah, I've already used my upset pick of the week, man, but I'm going to go Cass in this one. Like I said, I picked against them last week and they won. They're probably going to shoot me if I pick for them and they lose, but I'm going to go Cass this Friday night. Dalton at Creekside. Big underdog, Catamounts.
Sorry, my list is not matching up with yours. That's why I'm Dalton and Creekside. Creekside's a 21-point favorite. Yeah, I like Creekside in this one. Creekside's a very talented team. I was kind of surprised at the Dalton score last week. Kind of a defensive battle. But I like Creekside in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Creekside too. They're tough. They've been tough all year.
Yeah, they played Rome well in the Corky Kale, 16-6. Dalton's going to have to play a perfect game, have great defense this week, but I like Creekside. Cartersville and Cambridge. Cartersville is only a 4-point favorite at Cambridge.
Yeah, I kind of went back and forth on this game. At Cambridge, I'm going to take Cartersville. I'm going to take the Purple Hurricanes in this one. I think they have just enough to get it done and move on to the next round.
I'm probably going to go with Cambridge. I think there's a lot of long trips out there, and they'll get you. So.
Yeah, I got to looking at what's coming up next for Cartersville. If they get by this one, man, they have probably one of the best chances to get to the finals of any team around. Pretty good schedule for them from here on out. But Cambridge is a good team, man. They have great wins against Alpharetta. They have a couple other big wins. It's going to be a coin flip, but I'll take the Purple Hurricanes. Chris says that tell his buddy Paul Calvin that Raven County played St. Francis and barely came out on top, 17-14. They're tough, but Tryon can win it. Last of our 7-5A teams, Cale at Calhoun. Calhoun's 7-point favorite, if I remember correctly?
7-point favorite, yeah. Man. I don't know. I'm going to take Calhoun in this one. I'm going to go with the local team. I think this one's more like a coin flip to me. I think Cal's a pretty good team, but I like Calhoun to win.
I'm going Calhoun. There's a couple guys. Winston is one of them. I think he puts them over the top. Calhoun at home.
Yeah, I'll go Calhoun also. It's going to be a close game. I say 28-21. Probably right along that 7-point spread, but I'll take Calhoun. 6A, Rome Wolves hosting Alpharetta. Rome is a 17-point favorite. Is that right?
Yep. Rome's been rolling now. I just, looking at this game, I think on paper it shines up to be a closer game than 17 because Alpharetta can put some points on the board. But my question is, can Alpharetta slow down Rome? And I think the answer is maybe, but I'll take Rome in this one and by 2 touchdowns, something like that.
Yep. I think that Rome defense is too tough. I'm going Rome.
Yeah, I was looking. Alpharetta hasn't scored less than 21 points in the game this year. 8 games over 30 points. I'm curious to see if they can put some points on board against Rome. I got a feeling Rome's going to come out and put the hammer down. I like 28-7 Rome. South Paulding, man, looking to get to the quarterfinal round for the first time in school history, traveling to Gainesville. Gainesville, I think, is an 8-point favorite.
Yeah, I want to see what Massey has on this one. Y'all go ahead.
There's a lot of folks out there that think Gainesville could be right there at the end. So this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I said on Twitter earlier today, man, if you like talent, if you like guys who are going to be playing at the next level, South Paulding Gainesville is a game you want to see, man. There's guys all over the field. Great stadium over there in Gainesville if you've never been. I like the Red Elephants at home.
Yeah, I agree. I think the home field has a good bit to do with it. I think South Paulding is a good team and got a good quarterback, got a good running back, got other skill guys. I think they'll keep it around there, but I think Gainesville wins the game.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with South Paulding. I've been on board with the Paulding County schools, plenty of them, and I think they can do it.
All right, man. The big one, big 7A game of the night. Marietta at Carrollton.
Too much juju, too much, too many 6'5" receivers, too good of a running game, too good of defense. I like Carrollton to win the game, and I think it may be more than the 11 point spread that they have. Carrollton at home is tough, and man, that sets up a blockbuster next week. I almost want to be there next week. I might go if I'm available.
Yeah, you probably have to get there about an hour. You probably get there about an hour early, man, if you're going to get a seat, huh?
You might want to buy tickets in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be Buford at Carrollton, correct?
Buford at Carrollton.
Well,
and something that might be the state.
Sure?
Know that for sure. Carrollton's the bottom's the home team, right?
Is that the rest of the way out?
No, just next week.
Okay, just next week.
Yeah, just next week.
I would think a game like Buford and Carrollton would be on TV. I would hope. But I'm going Carrollton in this one. Buford, Carrollton, I don't know about that.
Yeah, Jake says Marietta will be tough, man, but if Carrollton wins, Northwest Georgia football has to come to Grisham Stadium to see Carrollton Buford next Friday. Best games of the playoffs potentially. I like it.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, he can't disagree. I can't disagree with you there. That may be it.
We'll carpool down there. We'll take our cameras and
we'll walk around with the big shots. Yeah. I was telling the guys before we came on air, though, I was looking at the schedule that Carrollton has to play to win the state championship. They have to beat the number 1, number 2, and number 3 teams those final 3 weeks of the season if they're going to win the title. Definitely the toughest road of any team around here. But hey, if you're going to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Oh yeah, I was looking. We were all talking about that earlier, and Carrollton's in the bottom left, correct?
Yep.
Let's see here. There we go.
Yeah, so they'll get Buford at home next week if they win.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll coin flip either at home versus Colquitt or go to Colquitt if Colquitt survives.
Yeah.
And then
that would be
what you think. And I think over on the other side, Mill Creek, North Cobb winner is probably who will come out of that right-hand side. But you can't ever tell, you know?
You got
7A is.
You got Grayson and Milton, but I agree with you. I think the Mill Creek, North Cobb winner will be it looks like the strongest teams at least.
Yeah, and as far as the rankings go right now, the Cal Prep rankings, you've got Buford 1, Mill Creek 2, Colquitt 3, Carrollton 4. So Carrollton's got to get them all.
Wow. As far as Max Prep goes, I'm pretty sure that Buford is sitting at 6 in Max Prep's rankings. Let's see other Georgia teams. Langston Hughes is 19. Mill Creek is 20. So fun. Along with Colquitt County at 22. So wowzers.
Edward Chastain says all 3 Bartow County schools win this weekend. That'd be something else, wouldn't it? Daresville, Cass, and Cartersville.
Be nice.
Well, all right, fellas. I guess we'll be back for a quarterfinal show next week. We'll be down to hopefully we got 17 teams playing Friday night. Hopefully
what's the over under next week? How many teams is going to make it? What do you think?
12.
12. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see 8, 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be good. Like we've talked about all year long, I think there's a better chance that a lot more of the Northwest Georgia teams make it further and further on. You know, we've talked about Cedartown all year, but Chris says 11. He likes 11.
I'm trying to count our favorites across the bottom here right quick as we go, just to see where we're at. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 favorites. 8 favorites and 9 underdogs. So if we get 9, we're doing good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I got to get off here. I got to get my son to basketball practice.
All right, fellas. Enjoyed it. We'll see y'all next week, man.
See you guys next week.